Well, we are here with Anders and Björn from In Flames to talk about Battles, the last release in the house In Flames. I would like to start this interview talking about the title of your last release, Battles. Did you fight many battles in music business or more generally in your life?
It has nothing to do. Well, you fight battles. You deal with battles all the time. But this is not about any music business related battles. This is more on a personal level, I think. And I believe we all have battles from when we wake up in the morning until we go to bed at night. But from the day when we're young, start to feel and think up until the day we die, we have battles inside that we really need to deal with, on different kinds of levels. Because if you don't, you're not able to see what's around you. If you don't deal with your past, you can't embrace the future. So that's about it.
Yeah.
And all these lyrics, all these different songs are glimpses into these battles. Things that I've gone through, things that I feel is close to my heart, and that I believe our fans, the ones that are interested in the lyrics, can relate to. Yeah.
Well, in this easy listening melodies, synths, electronic moods, and vocal and backup vocals taking over in the last two works. Will be that the road to the future for In Flames?
Things like that, it's never sort of a conscious decision, like we have a plan, this is how we want to sound in 4 albums. We make the music we think is best, what we want to hear, what intrigues and sort of makes us excited. If that means that we're going to add some keyboards in one song or another, then that's what we're going to do. If what we feel fits the song best or makes the song stronger, and we've done that. Female vocals or keyboards, we had that on Oracle already. So this is not a new thing. It's just a matter of how we want to sort of present it. We think a lot about how we sound live because we spend a lot of time playing these songs live. So that has affected the songwriting more than maybe a plan. It's something that we learn along the way how we want to do it. So I have no idea how the next album will sound. I have a pretty good idea what I think it will sound like, but there's no plan. Do you have like the album, this is how we should sound?
No, I think we attack every album sort of in the same way. We just want to write good melodies, and it happens in such a short period because we don't write that much in between. We don't write we try to write music on the road for a while.
Yeah, we tried a couple of times.
But it just don't work.
It's not our thing.
So therefore, I think that's why every In Flames album sounds different from each other, and I think they should. It's just that because it's like a photograph who we are at that point in our lives, and they are usually 2-3 years in between. And a lot of things happen. We move locations.
Focusing at best.
I think. I'm so proud of where we've been. I'm so proud of all the
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Thank you. I drink that. But
cheers to you guys.
But hold on. I'm so proud of where we've been. All the music that we've done and created.
It's sort of brought us to where we are today.
But I don't dwell in the past or. I feel we have everything with us. We have the melody, the essence of In Flames. That's the melody, always been, and always will be. And that this will come in many shapes and forms.
Yeah.
In Flames artworks have been.
Did we answer your question?
We answered your question.
We answered your question, right?
You got the good answer.
Always good answer. The answer is always good. The answer is always good.
Okay, cool.
The question must be good.
The question must be good. That's true.
Always. In Flames artworks have been always fanciful and peculiar. How do you choose or realize the concept of that works?
Usually we give the artist like the lyrics. I try to explain the overall concept, but then it's up to the artist to interpret what they see really, and how they can take my words and put it into image. And I like when there's some depth, when people get to think, oh, what do they mean? What does this? What is this saying? So, and in this case, for battles, it's done by Blake Armstrong, who also worked on Siren Charms, and he was a fan of the band that came to one of our shows, showing us illustrations that he created, and we were like blown away by the way he draw basically, and we wanted him to do this Justice Curse, the comic that eventually led up to the comic book, and he already had that idea, I guess, and he sort of stayed, or sort of, he became really good friends to the band, and when it came to time to do artworks for battles, he was the go-to guy.
Given, the obvious.
And again, same. I gave him my thoughts, my feelings, the overall theme, and the lyrics, and then he created this. But I think it's turned out great. You know, battles, pretty strong, short title. And so is if you take away the logo, take away the title, and just have the skull and the hands. It's pretty strong cover too. That you can, you know, if you put it on a vinyl and put it on the shelf, it will look good.
It looked good, yeah.
Are you interested or involved in some ways in comics, manga, or graphic novels?
I love the artwork of these things. I really do. I hardly read them, because I think it's amazing in the covers. I can go in a comic book store and be amazed by all these different covers.
I grew up reading comics.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm super fascinated, and lately it's been more about the actual art. But in the beginning, it was very much the story. It took you places in your mind. You could not only like read a book and envision it, you could actually see the environment, the different, like being out in space or whatever. We're sci-fi nerds and fantasy and all that. We love that, and it's not something we deal with musically at all. That's not it. That's not the thing. But as a hobby, you know, we love movies, comics. Yeah, big fans.
Who are and what love to do in a day of ordinary life, in everyday life, Bjorn and Anders,
Who we are.
and what love love to do.
Yeah. well.
Away
it
from
depends.
music. Away from music.
Yeah. Okay. So not on tour. We're family men. We are social people, so we like to hang out. We enjoy life, I would have to say. I mean, we like good food, good drinks, good company. I think we're quite ordinary. I'm speaking for myself now, but I say we. I believe we are.
I agree.
We're not really complex.
I don't think we have any like excesses that are worth of writing about, because we're like so fucking ordinary. It's scary. I mean, hang out, as you say, barbecuing,
drinking beer, watching football,
watching movies,
it's very regular
playing
guys.
video games, just
enjoying family,
trying to get energy for the time when you're off traveling the world, playing your music. So yeah, very exciting.
This is a question only for Björn.
Should I answer?
Yeah, you should.
Sorry. But can you tell us something about your tiger skin tattoo you share with Jasper, because we have the same tiger skin?
No, he don't. He doesn't have that. If he didn't do it recently. No, this is like with most things I do. I don't really plan it, you know. But I saw it. I knew I wanted to have a full sleeve, right? So in order to make sure I got the full sleeve, I started from down here. But I had no plan what I should have. So I come to the studio, I see this magazine there's a woman on the cover of the magazine, and half her body is covered with thick black flashes. like literally face and everything. It's like, and it was really intense to see it. But I didn't want to do exactly that, so I started talking to the tattoo guy at the time, and I started looking. Oh, maybe you should do zebra or maybe tiger is cooler. And then we started looking at that, and we looked at her, and it's like, yeah, we'll come up with something. So I started down here actually, and built upwards in order to have a full sleeve. Otherwise, I probably would have stopped here because it wasn't. Yeah.
Okay, choose only 2 tracks in your discography. One from your past discography, and one from your last works, and match them.
Like what they have in common.
Yeah.
I'd like to think they all have something in common. I mean, the essence of In Flames is in everything, you know, that we do. It's sort of, we can't hide from it. You know? It's the way we write the music. If you take a song, like Jotun, for instance, and you compare it to The End or something like that, towards the end. I mean, there is similarities between there. It's the same people, pretty much. You know, it's the way we approach the songwriting might change over the years because we learn. But the basic idea is exactly what Anders said earlier. It's like we are a melodic band. You know, melody is the core, and you can see that, I think, in both. Then the fact that 20 years passed, of course, makes a difference. Different studio environment, different producers, all the experience and everything. It's obviously changes.
Okay, guys. Last questions. Choose your hair, your follow band. The band will take your legacy for the future. Among the bands did you play with?
Oh, that's a tough one. Who should we pass the torch to of all the bands that we played with? That's really,
I don't even know what.
I never had that question. That's the first time I hear it.
I don't know. This is the horrible answer, but I don't know. I don't think there's any band that sounds like In Flames, and I don't think In Flames sounds like any band. And it's just like, I like to think that all bands have their own unique identity in some way. So I mean, good luck, everyone. I don't know.
But I think when it's time to pass the torch, we probably just, you know.
Yeah, put it.
Yeah, we put it to rest
in a
probably
bucket.
when we're done.
Yeah. Don't do what we do. Do what you believe in.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for your time,
Thanks.
for the answers, to share with us your passions and dreams, and see you on tour.
Yeah, see you guys on tour.